Dr. Thomas Wassmer has been studying dung beetles since 1990. He has noted a decline in habitats and food sources, rendering dung beetles especially vulnerable to the threats endangering all insects. Dr. Wassmer's research contributes to the evidence for an alarming decline in insect populations.
I'm a member of the Ecological Society of America, and they have a very interesting study that tries to figure out whether insects are actually declining. The study goes on for 3 years now, and we continue at least 2 more years. So we can actually see whether through that time there is already a decrease. That was advertised, this study, and it's kind of a low-key thing that you can do without a lot of instrumentation and even a lot of personnel. You use a trap type that's called a malaise trap, which is basically looks like a big tent. You position it into the landscape, into the wind direction as an obstacle for the insects to fly against it, and then they try to go up, and that brings them into the trap, and they are funneled into the sample bottle. We are pretty certain we will find a decline when we have enough years, and we do have good ideas where this decline comes from. And I would say the number one is pesticides. We are using them too carelessly. Some new groups of pesticides called the neonics that actually are going up the food chain. So if the insects are transporting it, then it goes into the birds, and we see problems with those. Monoculture agriculture with one plant, even if you have a crop rotation, still needs some tweaking, like pollinator strips or some other ways to integrate the insects into our food production. Well, it's very often that ecology is actually looking at things when something doesn't work as it used to be. Then we want to understand why. So this is one of these cases where we kind of see a decline in numbers, but we don't see the consequences yet. But they are pretty obvious. Insects are kind of on the bottom of the food chain, so if they are missing, if they are gone, or even if there are way less, then it affects everything else up the food chain, including us humans.